What's going on, guys? Welcome to the Goku Running Talks Tuesday. Today, we're going to talk about race buckles. So yeah, if you guys have noticed a little bit of a trend lately, I've seen a lot of races starting to give buckles away as their finisher medals. This one is for the Gusher Marathon. I did this race 5 years in a row, and for 5 years they gave you a buckle. And then the next medal I have is a Fort Worth. This was the 20 miler. They gave you a buckle also. Even for a little 10K, they gave buckles for this. This is a 5K and 10K, so you got a buckle for that. One of the first races that gave buckles away as a medal was the Austin Marathon. The Austin Marathon gave a nice medal, but the problem was a lot of the ultra marathon community got a little bit upset because usually buckles are reserved for people who finish 100K or 100 miler. So when this first got released that the Austin Marathon was giving away a buckle instead of a medal for people finishing just the 26.2 miles, a lot of ultra marathoners were upset, and the thread on Facebook was full of people complaining about it. But you know what? They got over it, and now it's fine. Actually, back in the day when medals first came out, you only got medals for doing a half marathon or a full marathon. They were finisher medals for doing that distance. But I think in 2012, 2010, I don't know when they started doing it, but when they started giving away medals for 5Ks and 10Ks as a finisher medal, a lot of people were upset, but they also got over it. And you know what? Everybody's fine. Everybody loves collecting bling. But still, buckles are specifically for people who finish 100 mile or 100K, even though they give them away for other races. You're considered a buckler if you finish that type of distance. So what's the story behind a 100 mile or 100K buckle? Well, back in the day in Western states, it's one of the first ultra marathons in the states and one of the hardest ones for sure, most prestigious for sure. It started off as a horse race, so basically people would do the 100-mile distance with their horse, and it would finish. And one year, Gordy Ansley, he did the race, and his horse turned up lame. He couldn't finish the race, so he swore that he would do it again next year. This time he didn't have a horse, but he decided to do the race on foot, and he finished the 100 miles in under 24 hours. And because of that, whenever you finished a horse race in under 24 hours, you got a buckle. So they gave that same buckle to Gordy. And ever since then, that tradition of giving a buckle for someone who finished a 100 miler has been passed down. Now it spans down to whatever 100 distance you do, whether that be 100K or 100 miles. So that's what I consider a buckler. So that's the story behind a buckle. So why am I telling you about a buckle? Well, I don't have a 100 mile or 100K buckle, but I signed up for a 100K race. It's the J&J race up over in the hill country near Austin, and I decided to do it. My brother basically was bugging me to do a 100K distance, said it would be a good race for me to do. I have been training a lot. If you guys have been following me on Strava, been doing a lot of miles, not ultra miles, but I've been training for my half marathon that I'm doing in October 19th. So this might mess up that ultra marathon time where I want to get sub 2, but I'm up for the challenge. 100K is going to be a big challenge for me. They actually expanded the cutoff time to be 26 hours, so I'll have a lot of time to do it, but the hill country is hilly. So I think it's just under 8,000 feet of elevation that I'll be doing, which I'm not used to. We live in a flat part of Texas, so I'll have that to challenge me. And then the 100K distance is going to challenge me for sure. The longest I have done is a 50 miler, and I'm not the fastest guy, but I've been training, like I said, for my half marathon training. So I should have a pretty good fitness level. And I know ultra marathons are going to be tough, but if you have the right mindset that you're going to be doing the distance, it's probably going to hurt, it's probably going to suck. I think and I believe that I can finish the 100K in that time. The terrain is going to be similar to what I ran in San Antonio, a lot of limestone rock to deal with. And the course itself, it said there are literally no flat points. It's going to be either me going up or down, a lot of good scenic views. This is going to be a true ultra marathon for me, first 100K that I'm going to be attempting. So yes, some of the interesting things about this race is that it starts on a Friday at 7 p.m. So I'll be running into the night, and I'll have to deal with the heat of the day one time. It's 100K. Hopefully I can do it. just follow me on here, and I will be recording myself during the race. It should make for a good story. Hopefully it'll be a successful one. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this video about the buckle, and hopefully I can have my own 100K buckle at the end of this month. See you guys in the next video. Peace out.